Howdy, I'm Jeremy Baker with Curdog Crafters, and this is the second video in a four-part series about carving spoons. In this video, I will be demonstrating sharpening your gouges. I would like to say before you sharpen your gouges, without practice, it can be frustrating at first to try to sharpen any cutting edge of any tool, but if you'll persist, persevere, you'll actually get it. And then after you get it figured out and you actually get a good sharpened edge on one of your tools, the next time you sharpen your gouge or any other tool, you'll probably mess up again. So continue to persist and you'll get better and better over time. To sharpen these gouges, we're actually going to use sandpaper and a paint stirring stick. These are things that you can get at Lowe's or Home Depot or any other hardware store. Then sharpening the gouges, we're interested in getting a cutting edge right at the tip of the gouge. And to do that, we need to first hone the metal down at the edge, and then we need to polish it. I'll be using sandpaper and a paint stir stick, and I'll go up to a 2000 grit sandpaper. So what I'm going to do is just get a stir stick from a hardware store. And then they also sell sandpaper, assorted sandpaper. You can get these wet or dry all the way up to 3000 grit if you want, but I'm gonna stop at 2000. The edges of these tools are already where they can cut. So if I take the spoon blank here, I can actually gouge out wood right now. And of course it's a long process. But I want to make this tool better so that it'll cut better. So to do that, I'm going to start with 1000 grit paper. And then you can fold this over your stir stick. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a little bit loose. And then what I want to do is just take and lightly work the edge of the gouge, working away from the cutting edge. And you'll notice the gouge, typically they have come with a bevel. So you want to try to match that bevel in using the sandpaper. And I'm also going in a round motion as I go over the cutting edge, because I don't want to end up with facets, like a facet there, a facet there, a facet there. I want it to be a fluid, round cutting edge on that gouge. And then, whenever I get done polishing with the bevel that's already there, I want to slightly increase the angle, and I want to end up with just a tip that's sharp. Okay, now I'm going to go up to a 1500 grit paper. Fold that over my stir stick. And what you'll start to notice is that the steel on the gouge will actually be more polished as you go up in grit. And that polishing actually makes cutting through wood much easier. Okay, now I'm going to go up to the 2000. Fold it over my paint stick. You'll get much better at doing this each time you do it. The last thing we want to do is strop this edge that we've just polished, and if we can do that with a old leather belt perhaps, and that'll help polish that edge even further. So here I've just got a leather belt that I wear, and I'm just gonna take, and I'm on the inside of the belt if you're wearing this belt. And of course any piece of leather will do. And I'm matching the bevel that I've been using for the sanders on the paint stir stick, and just back dragging across that leather. And now we've got a sharper gouge than we started with. And we can actually begin carving our spoon. So now we'll go to the video where I explain how to carve the spoon.